Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today I'm here to tell you that I'm following man on a vacation, staycation. A little cute something. I'm following man. Anyway, today is April the 17th. Currently past 9. I woke up not too long ago, but I'm feeling upbeat. I'm pumped because I'm following man somewhere. We're going to Benin, Togo, Cotonou. And as a Nigerian, we are required to get a yellow card. He already has a yellow card. I didn't. So on Monday, we went to Port Health to get me a yellow card. So when you get there, they ask you to pay a registration fee. I think 3,000 naira. But because we didn't have cash, they asked us to transfer. When we were transferring, they said it was 3,050 naira. I pay that and I get a receipt for that one. Round of applause. They gave me a receipt, right? They move us to the other table and the lady is like, oh, you need to pay 500 bucks. Nobody tells you what this 500 bucks is for. I pay it. They move you to another table. They ask you questions. Where are you going to? Means of transportation, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to Benin Republic. And means of transportation is by road. And they're like, oh, for that, you're going to do 3 vaccines. Meningitis, yellow fever, and one oral vaccine that tasted like, pay 3,000 naira. Take the vaccines and thank goodness I did not experience any severe side effects because I've heard stories, I've heard stories. I just felt a little bit of a headache, but maybe I was just very hungry. I don't know. I ate before the vaccine. Please eat before your vaccine. They told us come the next day. The next day being Tuesday, we get there about past 10 in the morning to 11. And the lady is like, oh, we told you to come by 12. I'm like, first of all, nobody said I should come by 12. I look at the time, it's almost 12. So no problem. I'm going to wait. So we sit down and we're chilling. And then some guy comes out and he's like, oh, what's your name? And I tell him my name is like, some of the cards are ready, but yours is not ready because I'm the one who is typing out the letter. So they give you this letter with your card. It's the certificate of vaccination authorized by Federal Ministry of Health. And he's like, yours is not ready because the printer is bad. So you need to wait till 12. I'm like, cool. So I'm chilling. Then I notice this woman walk in. She comes in for her vaccine. And normally the process is they tell you to come the next day, right? But I noticed that she gets her vaccine and she gets these immediately. This NEPA, it's not going to stop my gesture. And I'm like, Meanwhile, after her vaccine, I saw her talking to a woman and they were having a bit of tete-a-tete, And I'm just noticing, these things. But when I noticed that she got these, I tell my husband that this lady just took her vaccine and she has gotten her own. She's like, oh, maybe it's a different thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. So I call the guy that says I have to wait by 12. I'm like, the issue with your printer, yeah? This department just beside us, they are printing. So when you go there, they take a photocopy of your, your passport biodata, the page. I'm like, can't you use your printer? He's like, oh, that's another department. And I'm like, but it's the same organization, but I don't want to be that person that stresses things. So I'm like, okay, let me wait. It's 12. So I walk back to the table. I'm like, what's up? It's like, oh, the printer is still not working. I'm like, see, I saw one lady, yeah. She literally just took her vaccine and she got her card and her letter today. What's going on? We're like, oh no, that one is another side. That he works for this side. About the dash. So I'm like, what are we doing to get the printer fixed? If someone coming is like, no, that the printer is not just working, that I should wait. Meanwhile, there's some guy who's like causing a little bit of a ruckus saying he's come here 3 times. Why is his letter not ready? His card is not ready. And I'm like, I'm not about to be here because we have errands to run. We have things to do. So the guy is like, that the man that is inside, a staff, mind you, has his personal printer. And I'm looking at him like, I know where this is going. So I'm like, what's the cost implication? And he goes, 1,000 naira. My country people, Nigeria is bad, Nigeria is bad. The government is corrupt, but look at us. Look at us. Aiding and abetting, joining in, following our government to spoil the nation. I'm like, so in an organization The organizational printer isn't working, but his staff brought his personal printer. I'm like, okay, cool. Before I could even say Ojo Elegba, my letter was ready. What are you saying? Power of 1,000 naira. See letter, see card. I'm like, okay, thank you. He's like, how are you going to pay? Are you going to give me cash or transfer? I just gave him the cash to my husband. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what we are doing here right now. Bringing personal printers to work to get money. Okay, now I'm just going to pack. I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I want to put together, and then we'll take it from there. I'm going to do some travel prep, nothing too serious, just paint my toenails because they look like a mess. But yeah, let's not ramble too much. I got my yellow card. I got my vaccine certificate. And we're following man on a vacation. So these are some of the clothing that I'm hoping to take. So for this one, I'm going to have to hem the length because it's a bit too long. It's not a long trip. We leave on Friday and then we come back on Monday. So I'm just hoping like all of this works out for me. I'll carry 2 extra clothing just so that if I'm not feeling one, I have an alternative to wear. So let me quickly go and amend the length of this one and then come and start putting everything inside this box.
You have your barriers high, 'cause you don't know you're one of a kind. You don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. Fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your...
Hi guys, so it's past 5, 2 minutes past 5 in the morning, and we are all set to head out. We're supposed to converge latest by 7 a.m. and get this trip going. So we're literally just waiting for the cab guy to show up and then we'll get the show on the road. I'm pretty excited.
Anything shyness is far from 2 of them. She looks shy, but actually she's not shy. She's not.
You'll find out.
Those are the find out.
You'll find out.
No. Why? At all. I'm actually the shy child. I know you see me. I get the money passing on my phone. Everything a connection. I'm ready for confusion.
This is me trying to edit this vlog and I realized that I wasn't speaking much, so I'm just going to narrate some of the things that happened while I show you guys clips of the happenings, right? So we got to the convergence point at about 6:30 a.m. and the bus left at about 7:30. Yes, you won't see a lot because it's just road and road, even though we did go by my alma mater, Federal Government College Janiki. So there's this tank you see before you get to my school, and back then you're just enjoying the drive, and once you see that tank your heart will just sink. Anyway, that's the tank and that's the arc that welcomes you to school. Of course, trust Nigeria, no maintenance. The arc looks dilapidated, which is very sad. Anyway, you see more road until you start getting to the checkpoints. So we got to Benin Republic at about 6:30. We checked into our hotel. The name of the hotel is Bienvenue. I might be wrong, but I'm going to insert it. The room was cute. Please don't judge me. This very hurried room tour that I did because we were starving. Fortunately, Wayfair Tours treated us to complimentary dinner that night. I had chips and chicken. The chicken looks like some bird I've never seen in my life. Other people had like jollof rice and chicken. Now the jollof rice is really interesting. They bring you colored rice that is cooked in onions, and then they bring you pepper on the side. Their pepper is green. And then they also give you, there was this bowl of a mixture of peppers and onions. And me, I just stuck with my chicken and chips because I'm not very adventurous. And then that was dinner. More banter. Some people swam because the hotel had like a pool. I don't know how to swim, so I didn't even bother. It's currently past 6, and we got in about 3 something. That was not the initial plan, but let me give you guys a gist. Tour guide, amazing set of girls. Wayfarers, Abi. That's the name of the tour. Wayfarer Travels, amazing set of people. We got into the bus. She gave us few house rules. Oh, we're going to experience a lot of checkpoints. When you get to checkpoints, just smile, be friendly. They're just doing their job. It's protocol, right? Boom. As we get to Seme border, the very first checkpoint, literally. So what they do is they collect, the tour person will collect all your passports because they're used to this thing. So they just go get clearance, do whatever. So she comes back and she's like, oh, 1 to 3 people, bring your bags. They want to search. So we're stopped by NDLEA. And she was like, oh, no, it's not a problem. It's routine. They don't normally do it. So maybe something happened. Okay. So they take their bags. Only for us to come a little bit later. And she's like, wait, now. No, she came first. She came back with the guy.
Okay.
So she came back with the guy and was like, oh, that there might be a little delay because they want to search back. So the NDLEA officer came with her. He was standing in our bus. Friendly guy, he was even cracking jokes and asking questions. Now looked at my husband, and I said, I'm supposed to search you too. Come with your bag, your side bag, whatever. So he follows them. We're there. We're waiting. The first guy that they said had come back. We're still waiting. That's the tour personnel came and said that there's going to be a slight delay because no, I'm jumping. When the officer came to the bus, the guy that almost put us in trouble was outside the bus saying, you want to search me, I'm supposed to search you first. Stuff like, it's my right, I don't trust you people. The officer was even being nice. They were like, oh, him too, he doesn't trust anybody. That yes, he will search him, but him too, he will search him back. It was supposed to be normal banter. That's how they carried these suspected criminals to go and search them. And apparently they were searching them in different rooms. When they got to the guy's turn, maybe will I call it juvenile energy, Gen Z, hot blood. The guy slammed his box shut and the officer's finger was there. So he had a cut. Next thing we know, the tour babe is coming to the bus. So they gave us these care packages like first aid, whatever. Someone should give me their care package. I'm like, what's going on? She's like, oh, she'll tell us. Anyway, this guy was not remorseful. He didn't apologize to the officer. So there we were waiting. They have handcuffed this boy and put.
When he apologized, but it was not.
The apology didn't come immediately. They handcuffed this boy. No, he don't become ex-convict. We've not even started the job. And the crazy thing is, you can't record these things. So it's just gist I'm giving you. So we're there waiting. We honestly thought we're going to be there for a very, very long time. But in like 30 minutes or maybe 25 minutes, he came back. Immediately he came back, he just said, he's not talking again, no. He's humble. Me, I was even calling him ex-convict. Now, the part where I was really impressed was the officer that he injured. They made peace. He even came to the boss and told him, oh, I gave him my number, flash me. They became friends. And he was like, that they are trained. They are officers. This is their job. They're not here to make trouble. And he just, kind of like, all I call it, raises my hope for Nigeria's future because the police very careful road. And we're even saying that if some other people, they'll be so aggressive, but he was very calm. So yeah, kudos to that fraction of NDLEA that behaved themselves. And then of course we continued our journey. We now got to the actual border.
How about the many stops?
See, the stops are like 2,000. And when I say stops, not that you drive and you reach here, you drive here to here, stop. You will move here, stop. You move here. It's crazy, but they are actually quick stops until we got to the main border. First of all, you can't take pictures, you can't make videos. They don't allow it. And we were there for like an hour. They will have to clear you. You will have to do capturing. After that one, they say they will clear your driver. They will clear the bus. They will clear the whole world. We're just there. Now, the interesting part, we got to change money. Nigeria will be great again. I'm very sure of that. Nigeria will be great again. We got to change money. What was the rate?
One sefa is 3.65 naira.
So one sefa is 3.65 naira. Wait, where's the money safe? Because when they were giving my husband the money, I was in a state of confusion. I was waiting for more. And he was looking at me like, it has finished now. So we changed 400k, and this 400k. This thing is still amusing me. This 400k. So this came to 146,000 sefa. Nigeria, see your mates. I mean your younger brother.
In our defense, they have 5,000 sefa.
They have 5,000 sefa notes. Well, even though.
Our biggest denomination is 1,000.
Even though. If you want sefa, comment down below. I will remain small for you.
You have your barriers high, 'cause you don't know you're one of a kind. You don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. Fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned again. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. Whoa. You have a beautiful soul, and I don't wanna let her go. But you don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. You fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned again. Oh, you know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. This can't go on forever. The time limit, we're approaching it. Are you really okay with me going away, finding somebody new, someone on the same page as me? Even though we've seen what this could be, you know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses.
I looked for you in Paris. The lights were too bright. Streets that promised me romance, you were nowhere in sight. You looked for me in New York, couldn't see through the smoke. You've been walking for miles, 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 without any hope. Got this feeling time a reason to run away. And I know you feel the same. Moonlight over oceans, let's meet on the island halfway. Sunsets, roses, dancing under all the people far and
Today is Easter Sunday. Happy Easter, guys. The initial hotel we were to stay at, they were booked out or something. So we're now at Sika Hotel. It's a 10-story building with a very shaky elevator. My view is mind-blowing. Let me show you guys. You guys see, sometimes leave Lagos and come outside. It's so beautiful, and that's the sun. Very pretty. Actually very pretty. I actually prefer the hotel room in Cotonou. This one is small. My husband said it's built like Korean style. He would know. He's one of them. There's no fridge, no minibar, but the AC is cold. So I'm sure all the drinks that we brought will be cold. They have a sky bar. There was a live band yesterday. We had dinner. I had yam fries. And what did I have? Meat steak. It was nice. I didn't even need to use the yaji I carried, but I still used it as per Nigeria babe. But it was actually nice. Then my husband had saute potato and king prawns. One of the prawns was a twin. He ate 2 heads. So today the plan is to have breakfast. I don't know if they do buffet style here. Have breakfast, and then we have activities lined up. I think they said we're going go-karting. We shall explore. On our way here, we stopped by Amazon. So for those of you who have watched Lion, I seen a Lion King, King Woman. You know what I'm talking about. What I appreciate is the sanity that these places seem to have. Togo is not as slow-paced as Cotonou, but it's still very calm. It's giving Abuja vibes.
moonlight over ocean. Let's meet on the island half. We float together like water. We collide like a star. I looked for you in Paris. The lights were too bright. Streets that promised me romance, you were nowhere in sight. You looked for me in New York, couldn't see through the smoke. You've been walking for miles, 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 without any hope. Got this feeling for the first time, a reason to run away. And I know you feel the same. Moonlight over ocean.
We wanted to go to the museum, but it's a public holiday and it's locked. We want to go to the market, but it's looking scanty because today is actually Easter Sunday. Think about it. We just finished from the supermarket. What I will say is that the sun, I feel it's hotter than Lagos. Definitely hotter than Lagos.
You're welcome.
So I like this coaster. Oh, there's a chest as well. Oh, even a bigger one. I put keys and stuff inside. Oh, this one is fine. You know what now, yeah.
You have your barriers high, 'cause you don't know you're one of a kind. let me, don't wanna be let down. Fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being just you and I know that you've been hurt before, and you don't wanna go near the flames and get burned again. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses. I see through your circumstances. You know that I see you, and I still want you, and I don't wear no tinted glasses.
Bye bye to Togo.
Did you enjoy your trip? Oh,
Okay.
I still hate this elevator though.
Hello.
It's in a pele.
And I don't wanna let her go, but you don't wanna let me, don't wanna be let down. You fear if you let this be, I won't be around. I see the fear in your eyes when we talk about being